Hey guys, Spiderbite here. It's time to draw the line, time to make that comparison. Who will win between Call of Duty Elite Premium versus Battlefield 3 Premium? We're going to take an objective look at both services, and I will try to be as objective and unbiased as possible. Just bring you the details and information, and then we'll see at the end of the video who is the victor. Okay, so let's take a look at the downloadable content or DLC that is available for each service, Call of Duty Elite and Battlefield 3 Premium. Now, I'm not going to include the Back to Karkan expansion pack for Battlefield 3 Premium, simply because it was provided for free with those who had the limited edition for Battlefield 3. Also, I'm just considering the possibility that people that would be interested in Premium may have already purchased Back to Karkan, so it wouldn't come in as a factor. But for those of you who have not purchased Back to Karkan and are considering Battlefield 3 Premium, then we'll just tack on a little bit onto the end after we get through this, alright? Okay, so both contain 4 content collections / expansion packs. So for both services, you're guaranteed 16 multiplayer maps. For CoD Elite, you're going to get 7 additional Spec Ops missions. Battlefield 3 Premium, you're going to get 10 plus new weapons. Now, there were 10 included in close quarters. There are none slated for Armored Kill, and new weapons are listed for Aftermath and Endgame, but we don't know how many, so we're just going to say 10 plus. There are 2 non-known drops listed on the content calendar for CoD Elite. They could be multiplayer maps, they could be Spec Ops missions, they could be something else, we don't know. Battlefield 3 Premium, there are 5 plus new vehicles. Close quarters, obviously there were none. There are 5 listed at least for Armored Kill, and new vehicles listed for Aftermath and Endgame. Again, we don't know how many for those last 2 expansion packs, so we're going to say 5 plus. New game modes are introduced for both services, and bonus content is listed. Now, it's listed for Battlefield 3 Premium. There is bonus content. We don't know what it's going to be. But on the calendar, there are 4 drops of bonus content. There isn't anything officially listed for CoD Elite, but there are rumors that there are going to be some maps that are going to come out from previous CoDs that aren't necessarily part of the listed DLC or content collections. So there is definitely going to be, at least we think so, bonus content for both games. Now, one thing I should mention is that it appears for Battlefield 3 Premium, the bonus content will only go to people who are subscribed to Premium. For CoD Elite, we're not entirely sure that this bonus content is going to be strictly for those who are actually subscribed to CoD Elite Premium. All right. There were actually a couple of maps released, 2 face-off maps that were released to everybody on PS3 and Xbox for free, and we're not sure if these additional maps that I spoke about are going to be for free for everybody or if they're only going to be for CoD Elite Premium members. But definitely on the Battlefield side, the bonus content is slated for Premium subscribers only. Alright, so it gets a little weird and complicated for the timed exclusivity for each of the services as well as by platform. If you're just buying the DLC, CoD Elite gives you a 1-month exclusivity on Xbox, okay? And then PS3 is released a month later, and PC, we have no idea. Battlefield 3 Premium, it's a 1-week PS3 timed exclusive. So if you're just buying the DLC, then you get it a week before Xbox and PC gets it. Now, if you're actually subscribed to Premium, you get additional timed exclusivity, okay? So for CoD Elite, you get an additional 1-month timed exclusivity for the DLC, except when the content collections release. The months where the content collections release, you only get a week timed exclusivity. Okay, is that complicated enough for you? Over on Battlefield 3 Premium, if you're subscribed to Premium, then you get a 2-week exclusivity on your platform. So let's say you're on PS3, you get it, you get the content, the DLC, 1 week before Premium subscribers on Xbox and PC, and 3 weeks if people just buy the DLC, and are not subscribed to Premium. They buy the DLC on Xbox or PC, so you're getting it 3 weeks ahead of them. All right, so the one thing we did leave out, as I mentioned at the start, was the Back to Karkan expansion pack for Battlefield 3 Premium. So for those of you who don't have the Back to Karkan expansion pack right now and are considering Premium, then it's definitely an added bonus for you guys, because the Back to Karkan expansion pack includes 4 maps, 10 new weapons, 4 new vehicles. So just take that in consideration if you're looking at Battlefield 3 Premium, all right? Alright, so let's take a brief look at the video and other guide content that is provided by both services. Now, obviously, CoD Elite has a bit of an advantage, having been launched much sooner than Battlefield 3 Premium. So CoD Elite already contains numerous videos. I didn't count them, but there are a lot of videos that actually go through and show you map strategies, weapons guides, that sort of thing. So there's quite a few. There are 10 premium videos that are listed on the content calendar for Battlefield 3, 1 per month over the next 10 months. There is also other sort of written content, I mean, we'll call it written content. On Battlefield 3 Premium's calendar, they're listing strategy guides to be released, 1 in July, 1 in September, 1 in December, 1 in March. Since it hasn't been have not been released yet, I mean, we don't know what they're going to entail. And again, there's a bunch of written stuff over on CoD Elite. Personally, for these videos and guides and tips, etc., I mean, I'm of the opinion that the YouTube community is perfectly capable of providing this sort of stuff, so it really doesn't add any incentive for me. But just to give you a comparison and what additional content that being subscribed to CoD Elite Premium or Battlefield 3 Premium brings, it's important to note here. So you are going to get videos and other written guides and tips that will presumably help you out in your multiplayer adventures. Alright, so next thing we're going to look at are events, and the first being Double XP. Double XP gets turned on and off, presumably on a whim by these guys. I don't know. CoD Elite Premium, my experience has been that they just turn it on. Sometimes it's only on the premium playlist, so only available to premium subscribers, and sometimes it's available to everybody. Sometimes it's double weapon XP, so it's kind of sporadic, but it happens on a regular basis that you get double XP being a premium subscriber. For Battlefield 3 Premium, they actually list on their content calendar that you're going to get at least 1 double XP event per month over the next 10 months. And that's exclusive to premium members. There is no indication as of yet, only time will tell, if they're still going to have double XP for everybody and not just premium subscribers. Alright, so let's take a look at other premium events. Now, obviously, Call of Duty Elite has a bit of an advantage because we do have historical data for the events that take place on a regular basis. And I mean, I believe I don't take part in the events, but I believe if they're not daily, they're nearly daily events, whether they be lone wolf operations, clan operations, etc. They definitely take place on a regular basis. A lot of them provide in-game incentives or in-game items, and there are some that actually provide real-world prizes. I don't necessarily think cash, but things that are obviously of value, like Jeeps and iPads and stuff like that. We don't know what's going to happen with the Battlefield 3 Premium events yet. They do have them scheduled, I believe, looks like 1 per month, starting in August. And not including March, I don't think. No, there's only double XP. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 7 premium events other than double XP scheduled for Battlefield 3 Premium. And like I said, I mean, CoD Elite, they run events all the time. I'm sure there's a lot more than 7. Maybe these events that are listed on Battlefield 3 Premium are going to be real world prize events. So maybe you make your comparison that way. I'm not sure exactly how often CoD Elite runs real-world prize events, but again, it's on a regular basis, so I think they're approximately the same, but I think that CoD Elite does run a lot more events that maybe just give you in-game items. So just, you know, It's whatever, if you take part in it, great. If you don't take part in it, then it really doesn't matter to you, right? And it has no bearing on the decision that you're going to make with respect to subscribing to premium for both sides. All right, so let's take a look at the other quote-unquote stuff that Call of Duty Elite Premium and Battlefield 3 Premium bring to the table. And first, we're going to start off with, on COD side, clan ranking and operations. We previously talked about events. They do have events that are geared strictly towards clans. There is prizing. There is mostly in-game. If not all in-game. I'm not sure. Again, I don't use these services, so if I'm wrong in any of this stuff, just let me know or just leave a comment. But, I mean, you get the picture. You get the picture. And in all of this, if you're going to look at purchasing either of these services, I mean, don't obviously rely on exactly what I'm saying here and providing information I'm providing you here today. Take a look at this with a grain of salt for comparison purposes, as well as for consideration of, hey, yeah, maybe I do want to purchase. I didn't know about that. But obviously research this information on your own, on their official websites before you make a purchase, okay? So the clan ranking operations, I mean, I know you have platoons in Battlefield 3, but I don't believe that they actually rank up, and I don't believe there are obviously premium events or operations that are geared towards platoons. On the Battlefield 3 side, we've got unique in-game content. Now, what was released this month was unique drops such as, I'm just going to read it off the content calendar here. First out is the one-of-a-kind premium knife and black dog tag, plus a set of soldier camos, weapon camos, dog tags, and additional assignments over and above the assignments that are part of the DLC that will make you stand out and get more personalization options. And those are listed on a regular basis, so they basically consist of, again, unique personalization options with weapon camos, soldier camos, dog tags, that sort of thing. And there are 5 more scheduled on their content calendar over the course of the next 10 months. Okay, so next up on COD Elite side, we've got Premium Theater. Go big with your video uploads with 6 times more HD video capacity, 3 times user storage of match replays, and double the video export length, I believe, to YouTube. So some additional advantages there for storage of your recorded video while you play. On Battlefield 3 Premium, I'm going to bring up the bonus content again because it's actually listed on the calendar. I know we talked about it when we were talking about the actual DLC, but again, for Battlefield 3 Premium, it's actually listed on the calendar for June. It was the bonus content was the Back to Karkan expansion pack, and then we have another one in August, another one in November, and then February. All right, third point on COD Elite side, we got Elite TV. They have Friday Night Fights. They got a new series out, I believe, with Jason Bateman and Will Arnett. Gotta tell you, I've never used it. I've never seen any videos, but it's there. It's there. It's additional content only for COD Elite Premium subscribers. On the Battlefield 3 Premium side, you've got server queue priority. Get priority when queuing for your favorite game server. Queue priority lets you get quicker into the game. I do have some thoughts on it. I'm not going to share you with it because I'm not going to share them with you because I'm trying to be unbiased here. But anyways, those are some of the advantages that that you'll get on both sides. All right, so last thing we're going to take a look at is pricing and term. Both services will cost you $49.99. Now, this is obviously dependent on where you live and what country, and maybe more. I know in some other countries it's more, and it may also be different depending on your platform. I'm just going to put it out there. It's $49.99, and if it's more in your country, well, then you got to decide, well, is it worth it paying that additional cost for what you're going to get out of the service? Okay, now I think there's a lot of confusion as to the term and what advantage each service has over the other, okay? So I'm going to start with COD Elite Premium. If I buy COD Elite Premium, right now and it's by game to a degree, okay? So if I bought it on the release of Modern Warfare 3, which I did, I bought the hardened editions of the games, both on PS3 and Xbox. It was $50. I get access to all Modern Warfare 3 DLC. Whatever Modern Warfare 3 DLC is released, I get it, okay, as part of that subscription. Also, it's a 1-year term for all the other stuff, for all the access to CoD Elite, the website, all the operations, all the not assignments, that's on the Battlefield 3 side, but everything that's related to logging into the site and using Elite Premium services over and above getting the DLC, that is a 1-year term, okay, from when I purchased it. So I'm presuming, I'm making this assumption, and this is what we've all been sold on. So if I bought it right now, on June 15th, 2012, I would still have access to all the Modern Warfare 3 content. Same as if I bought it the day before Black Ops 2 released and I bought it for Modern Warfare 3. I'd get all the past Modern Warfare 3 content that had been released over the course of the past year. But for access to everything else on the site and the events and operations and the double XP, etc., it would be a year term. So presumably, that would be I would be able to use that for Black Ops 2. I'm not certain, unless they're going to continue running all this stuff on Modern Warfare 3 beyond the release of Black Ops 2. That's actually not very clear to me. If the Elite subscription would flow over into Black Ops 2 events and double XP, etc. If I subscribe today, would I have that 6-month flow over into Black Ops 2? Unclear, but I'm presuming yes, but don't take my word on that. Again, you need to look at this. They're not saying, I mean, we won't know probably until Black Ops 2 releases. Okay, Battlefield 3 Premium, if you look at their content calendar, it covers you for all the content that's going to be released for Battlefield 3, and I'm presuming that everything that they list on the calendar is everything that they're going to provide. Okay, we don't know for sure. I mean, they may come out early next year and say, yeah, we're going to provide content beyond March. But on the calendar, there is only going to be content and events, etc., provided over the course of starting this June, this month, to March of next year, and that's it. Okay, that's all we see in the calendar. All right, so that's, again, the service hasn't been out there long enough for us to know, okay, they're going to extend it beyond that March time frame. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I'm pretty sure they probably won't release any more DLC for Battlefield 3 beyond March, but hey, they may prove me wrong and come up with something after that. We don't know when the release of Battlefield 4 is or whatever. So, you know, people were saying, well, it's a one-time fee, whereas you got to pay yearly for CoD Elite. Well, it's not. That's not really true. I mean, according to the calendar for Battlefield 3 Premium, I'm only getting 10 months worth of service. But who knows? I mean, we can't judge the value of something based on information that we don't have, which was the case big time for CoD Elite Premium when they unveiled it, and may be the case here, or may not be. We will see. Alright, so after all this, who won? Was it Call of Duty Elite Premium or Battlefield 3 Premium? Who has the most value? So what do you think? Call of Duty Elite Premium? No, I don't think so. So it must have been Battlefield 3 Premium. Nah, I don't think so either. They didn't win. You know who wins? You win. That's right. That's right. You win, because you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to, okay? It's your choice. It's your decision. And what these packages offer you is just another additional choice for you, okay? These games come out, you purchase the games. Yes, DLC and purchasable DLC is the way of gaming these days, okay? There's no getting beyond that. So you're going to buy, maybe you buy a DLC, maybe you buy one map pack, maybe you buy one content collection, or maybe you buy this premium subscription service because you see value in having all the map packs and additional value with all the extra items that you can get, all right? And make no mistake, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to tell you, okay, what's the real decision here? Okay? Take a look at it from this perspective, and I'll give you sort of my perspective on it. I purchase these premium services for the DLC. I don't care about the additional content outside of the DLC packs, the content collections, the map packs themselves. Okay, I don't go on to CoD Elite and I won't go on to Battlefield 3 Premium and watch their video content. We have people in the community on YouTube and otherwise that produces content, produces videos, strategy, tactics, whatever we need. You can pretty much find it on YouTube. My personal opinion, and yeah, I got to get a little biased. I got to give you my perspective, okay? And you might have a different perspective. I'm not interested in the camos, the extra dog tags, the extra items, okay? I just want to play the game. I want to play the game modes. I want to play the DLC. To make your decision, and let's say you're looking at strictly from a DLC basis, these companies aren't stupid, okay? If you look at DLC sales, and we don't actually have access to the numbers, but I can almost guarantee you that the sales cycle goes something like this, and it's similar to when the game is sold. The game, you have this the pre-order phase, and then you have the rising this rising curve, and then on release day you have a huge bunch of sales. Everybody buys the game, and then it sort of starts tailing off. Well, that's the same with DLC. I can almost guarantee you that the first DLC pack that comes out for almost any game is the one that sells the most. And then that DLC trails off because you've played the game for however many months. Yeah, okay, so the first map pack comes out after 3, 4, 5 months, whatever. The second one comes out a few months later. The third a few months after that. Maybe you put the game away. Maybe you're tired of it. Maybe you've moved on to something else, okay? So I can almost guarantee that the sales of these map packs go down as the packs come out. And the first one almost always will outsell any of the other ones. The second one will outsell the third one will outsell the fourth. So these guys want you to fork up that money when you're more interested in the game. As soon as the first map pack is out, or even sooner. So they pique your interest, right? It's when you're most interested in the game. It's when you're playing it more. Otherwise, other than buying it 9 months from now, and you're not playing it as much, and maybe you don't see the value in buying the DLC. But I will tell you this: for CoD Elite, and I'll give you a good example for CoD Elite Premium. Did you buy all the DLC for Modern Warfare 2 and for Black Ops? Did you buy every single map pack that came out for those two games? If you did, and you're having just as much fun with Modern Warfare 3 as you were with Black Ops, and as you were with Modern Warfare 2, I'm a little biased with Black Ops because it's the zombies that I was really after, not necessarily the multiplayer maps. If you answer yes, and you're having as much fun with Modern Warfare 3, and you think you will buy all the DLC for Modern Warfare 3, then CoD Elite Premium is of absolute value to you because you are saving money. Same goes for Battlefield 3. If you think you will buy every single DLC expansion pack for Battlefield 3, then buy Battlefield 3 Premium. If you don't, then don't buy it. Don't buy it. If you think your interests will trail off and you may not purchase the content pack number 2, expansion pack number 3, number 4, then don't buy it. If I wasn't producing YouTube videos, I probably wouldn't have bought either, because quite honestly, I mean, my for one, let's give a good example for Modern Warfare 3. Especially with Content Collection 2, there were four face-off maps and one regular multiplayer map. I'm a search and destroy guy typically in Modern Warfare 3. That content collection does not interest me because there's only one map in there, and at that I'd rather play the core maps. Same with Battlefield 3. My game mode is Rush. I'm not really interested. I mean, it's good for a while for this close quarters, and it's a good change of pace, but I wouldn't play it with any longevity. I would be going back to the core maps and playing the typical game mode that I play, Rush, which is not available on those maps. So that rules out basically 2 map packs, like 1 map pack for each of those games. So I wouldn't have bought, as a regular consumer and player, I would not have bought the premium versions of those services. But again, as a gamer and a video producer, yes, I produce content on the DLC and the map packs and the expansions, so therefore I buy it. I buy it. So that's really the bottom line. And what game do you have more fun with? Do you enjoy playing Battlefield 3 more? It's not a versus. It's not a head-to-head butt-heads competition here, guys. What game do you enjoy playing more? Some enjoy playing Modern Warfare 3 more. Some enjoy playing Battlefield 3. If you enjoy playing that game more, and again, you're going to buy those expansion packs anyway, then you may as well get a subscription to the premium service. They're pretty much, from a value standpoint, the value to you is in the playability that you will get having subscribed to those services. Okay, it has nothing to do, well, this one's better than this one's better than that one. No. Are you going to enjoy playing that game more with that content? If you are, go nuts. And it doesn't have to be a competition. It doesn't have to be anything. It's not a Battlefield 3 versus Modern Warfare 3. Yes, we're making comparisons of the two services. You know what? They're pretty much the same. Come on. I mean, there are going to be differences here and there. CoD Elite Premium has more available in certain areas. Battlefield 3 has more available in other areas. Okay, it makes no difference. It's what you're going to enjoy more and what you're going to end up purchasing on a long-term basis and playing on a long-term basis and where your friends play, for instance. Okay, so that's it. That's the comparison. Hopefully it clears up, because I know there was a lot of confusion as to sort of the pricing and the term and what you get. So hopefully this video has helped clear that up. And make your decision from there. I mean, a lot of you might have already purchased it, and a lot of you are maybe sitting on the fence and thinking, well, should I or shouldn't I? Well, hopefully this information I've given you will help you make your decision a little bit easier. All right? Leave some comments and feedback, guys. Appreciate it. I'm Spider, and I'm out.